So each one of these little pegs are going to have a shower head. On all 4 directions. Welcome to prison. The showers are not the cleanest. They're also not the most private. If you've ever been to prison, I'm sorry if I'm insulting you. If anyone's ever been to prison in this, and they see like a very big flaw in what I'm doing, please just point it out, because I'm probably going to laugh at myself. That's all I need for now. And then it also needs drains. So I'll put some drains in. Drains gonna be there. 3 of them. We're also gonna put 3 drains here. And we'll see if that floods. Because if not, then I'm happy. The yards don't actually need to start off with anything. They can just have literally nothing in them. They just need a door is what this one wants. Yeah, build an entrance. I will be blocking off this one just because a lot of stuff happens in here too. Like, usually riots all start in here, and I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to do that, and put some metal detectors in, because the more they go through metal detectors, yeah, it's kind of tedious, the more shit you're going to catch. So, before someone gets shanked, you can take the shank from them, kind of thing. And then they still get punished for it because they have a shank on them in the first place. What else was I doing? I'm going to add a few things in here just because of the fact that it's not cell improvement. We need like add a few phone booths in, you know, make them feel more at home in their prison. Give them some things to work out with. Maybe a bench, a table. Maybe 2 tables. I'm very indecisive when it comes to building the prisons because you can build them literally any way you want. And I love stuff like that just because of the fact that like, there's no right way to... I mean, there is a very right way to do this. And that involves not failing. But I'll probably fail, it's okay. I'll give him a TV right there. Give him a radio, you know. That's good for now, actually. And so, yeah, I'm gonna make them place all those items real quick, 'cause they have not been doing any of that. And while they're doing that, we're gonna start on... I'm going to quick room something real quick, just because I need it, and there's no point in wasting time to do it. I'm building a utilities room, and this is basically going to have power and water for our prison. I'm going to need to build a lot of these eventually. Right now, I'm just going to build one. And right here is where it's going. So I have $7 grand to finish the power in this prison. Honestly, I don't need every light on, I just need the mandatory stuff running. And I'll be happy. So, that includes... power supply. So anything that's now lit up, it needs power. So, I'm essentially going to... power here, here, there, there, I'll go like that, and then there, and then I'm also going to need it. Hang on, I gotta finish this, or else I'm never gonna finish it, and I'll forget, and I won't have money to do it later. Need it there. I need it there. obviously I need to connect back up to the top, but we'll do that in a second. This is gonna come down, connect there. Power you can pretty much put it wherever you need to, because it's not really an issue. Water is a whole different story though, because they can crawl through large pipes. So large pipes are always kept on the exterior of the prison, and you must use small pipes which can only carry water for so far on the interior. So now we overloaded the power, so we're gonna waste some money on some converters because we're gonna freaking need them. I'm gonna need these 2 converters. It's the only thing that's gonna get this thing with some power in it. Yeah, it's barely running this. So now we have power. It's not pretty, but it's power. I really want to fix this issue. Do that real quick. Okay, now we need to switch to water, and we got $4 grand to do water with. Water's expensive, and we're just gonna go for it because it's the only way we're gonna do it. I'm just doing the bare minimums. So those 2 can connect together. Connect to that. These 2 can connect together and connect to that. Oh god. Why did I do this? Pretty much this is gonna happen. And it's gonna have... And this is gonna happen. This way, every shower head meets pipeline. All the sprinklers are going to connect together, and they can share with the sinks. Go, my friends, go. And then I'm going to need 1 large pipeline coming through. Pretty much there. And this is just going to give it enough so that I can do this really quickly. I should get that whole area. Hopefully. Okay, so now everything has water. And I have... So, we're ready to move on. What else was on my to-do list? Everything's done but hiring 2 guards and hiring 2 cooks, and then I'm ready to bring in people. Yeah, I don't care that people were without power in certain locations. I really don't care right now. So I gotta hire some staff. Gotta hire 2 guards. And 2 cooks. Alright, now we got 11 grand because we finished. We're also down in numbers. I'm actually going to fire a few of the workers because now they're not as useful. So there's no reason to have so many... Come here. Fuck you guys. Staff. I need to fire 4 workers. Okay, now we're making money again. $140 a day. Now we're on day 5. So welcome to day 5. And we have our first part of a working prison. Quickly, just because there's so many logs and that can turn into an issue later, I'm going to build a small building for storage and exporting. Actually, I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna build an exporting area and they'll just get rid of those logs real quick. Where is my exports? Pretty much exports, and then we get to watch the workers go like crazy and try to move all of the shit. Go, and we're gonna set up our first intake. We can have intake. So this is the amount of prisoners we can take right now. I'm pretty much going to do 5 of each. Nope, I'm gonna do 3 max, 7 mediums, and 10 mids. I know it's more than I wanted to do, but that means we have 20 prisoners coming off the gate with two prison guards. We're gonna try to see how long it takes for the guards not to die. But for which we're also gonna get money because of the fact that we're getting rid of all the logs that we've cut down earlier, which help. We get money. Now we're up to 24 grand. I haven't accepted another grant yet. Yeah, we should be able to easily support 20 incoming prisoners. I'm just gonna quickly finish the receptionist area before we get them, though. That way we don't have to worry about it. Bam, and I fucked that up. Bam, and bam. And now we gotta put, I need tables. Table. Table. We're gonna put metal detectors there. Just to be in the process, we're gonna put table and table. Now I did just add more of those, so we're gonna need power to those, which they go to there. And that should all get done before 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. we get our first shipment of prisoners. And with that, I'm pretty much going to pay for more guards, because 2 guards is shitty. And 2 cookers, we should be fine with 2, because we're only taking in 20 prisoners. So I like to think that, like, for every prisoner or for every 5 prisoners we need 1 guard. Not a lot of people think like that, but I do, just with the fact that I know how hectic this game gets, and I usually lose. So I like to make sure I'm overprotective with the guards. For every cook, for every 10 prisoners, we need 1 cook. Again, other people don't agree with me. That's just how I am. Our prison is filthy. So, go to bureaucracy, and let's open the maintenance department. I'm also going to start the security department. Just so we can start those. I'm pretty much speeding through time until we get all of our prisoners in. When we get the prisoners in, we'll start. Right now it says we get 18 grand a day, but really that's because if we just did all those exports, we got 18 grand from the exports. It shows you the last day's expenses and incomes. So if we were to hold right now, we're getting 20. We just got 27,000 from all those, and we're spending 9 grand a day. All right. 6 a.m. At 8 a.m. we got our prisoners in, and I like our block prison we have right now. It's not quite square. It's close. Okay, here are our prisoners. They're gonna be checked on their way in. I'm also going to accept some grants so we can start building actual prison cells. We should be able to get cell block A. There it is. And we have to raise our prisoner capacity to 15. Right now we've got 20, so we've already exceeded that limit. So we need, right now it says we have 20 prisoners with 0 cells, because we don't have any cells for them. We have the holding cells, which they can stay in, but they'll get mad the longer they stay in them. Why is this... Oh, no, they're fine, because they just came in. So right now we're going to plan out cells while they start their daily routine. So I'll go through and also change the regime, which is their schedule, when we actually get farther into the game a little bit. I'm more just worried about making sure no one's going to die in the first 10 minutes. And we need more we need more guards. So quickly, I can buy the chief now too. 3. There's 5 guards for 20 prisoners. So that's my normal limit. But right now they're worried about getting them all in there, so they're not actually. The regime's gonna be offered today. So it'll be okay. Okay. Spending 11 grand a day, we're getting 30 a day. It's still from the same thing. We're gonna work on our cell block next. So if we quickly go to planning, cells are 2 by 3. So if we're going with our normal 3 pathway, which is what I said I'm doing for this, it's 3. Why didn't it put it 1 there? Put 1 there. Screw it. Okay, so there's our three pathway. That means we can build cells immediately. I'm gonna do it in cell blocks though, so that way each section is going to be its own. What is it doing? Clear plans. Yes, clear plans. Okay. Oh, I hear them starting to get riled up. We have a fight. We have a fight. It's been 6 hours. We got a fight over my guards. Guard is still. Oh, we had someone die. One death today. Who died? Warren Almond. It was his biography. He was sentenced to 25 years for multiple crimes, including aggressive assault and grievancy. He had zero hours without an incident. He had a wife who was 18 years old, a mother who was 38, and a father of 46. What was his convictions? Aggravated assault and grievous bodily harm and perjury. Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah, because they were still focused on bringing people in. The guards weren't there to actually assist. That's why it's kind of nice. Always on intake, guards are almost never going to be there. Can I stop following his dead body? Thank you. Planning. So there's that. So I'm going to take this block. I think this is a little more appropriate for the size of prison we have right now. No, that needed to be walls, not pathways. I really gotta get automatic doors the way they're not. They get pissed off because if they're waiting for too long, they get really pissed. And guards can only come when they're already standing at the door. So usually you'd get automatic doors for that, but I have not had a chance to. That's way down the line. So, yeah. Because it's our cells, I'm going to double line this wall. Where the exterior where it touches the exterior, it has that crisscross pattern it has over here. And then if we're going to plan out where cells would be, again it's 2 by 3. So it'd be like this. I'm just planning out the first row the way I make sure that I have the right. So here's the problem: is this block is now a 3 by 3 instead of being anything else, which I'm honestly okay with because of the fact we're trying to do. We're trying to do 3 walking prison. A 3 walkway. So that way this would be a place for guards to come and just kind of let things go. I can also turn, oh, they're really small spaces to do that with. Not the most convenient prison style I've built, but it'll do. No, I thought we were doing this way. What am I doing? Like that. Actually, it'd be kind of funny if the guards walked through them to... Oh, that's stupid. Wall there, wall there. This is pretty much gonna turn into a wall. Okay, so that would be our first cell block, which is, that's already 18 cells. So it fulfill our requirement, but I'm actually going to extend this because I think we could do better. I'm just going to remove those walls. And I'm going to keep going with these. So I at least want enough to get all the prisoners we currently have in there. Granted, we are down a prisoner, so I will be accepting a prisoner before the next income. That way, we keep our 20. Because, I'm sorry, but Warren's Allman didn't have a fair chance, and it didn't work for him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now we can carry all the prisoners that we currently have in there. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Also not what I wanted to do. That's okay. Just looking to see what their needs are right now because I don't have a psychiatrist. We have to watch their little speech bubbles to see what they fucking want. All those lights are gonna be moved. Holy crap. Okay, this'll do. Let's tell them to build it. No, we're not gonna tell them to build it. We're gonna quick room this. Nope, we're gonna do it the long way, because I don't want cement walls. Since we've already got brick, we're gonna keep brick. Build. And then I'm going to section this off by so. Build that too. Don't trap yourselves in there. Walls and doors, we're gonna pretty much... This is gonna be like that. And yes, I'm going to have more metal detectors, because who doesn't want more metal detectors? So while they're building that real quick, I'm just gonna go individually and... Oh, I'm actually gonna switch to bureaucracy mode real quick. I want the cloning tool before we start any of this because it makes moving objects into different areas a lot faster. I can literally just repeatedly copy cells. Additionally, I'm going to get psychology started and deployment started. That way I can start... I also want patrols, so I can sneak down there and grab that. That way I can start making sure guards are always in certain locations. So, now that those are finished, let me go and put my cells down real quick. I'm just going to build one cell for now. With the one cell, I'll be able to clone and put down every other cell, which makes this a lot faster than having to individually do this every time 16 times in a row. So there's that. All it needs is a bed and a toilet. I am going to, however, give them TVs. Because otherwise they get bored. And it's kind of a nice luxury item that, you know, it's nice for Christians to be able to have the option to have the TVs in the room. Once they finish all putting that stuff in, it'll also make them so they're not going to get as pissed off faster. So now I'm just waiting for bureaucracy to finish clone. I need to hire a foreman, that's why it's not going. Hire staff. I need to hire you. So right now I'm making, now that it's been a whole other day, now I'm making $1,400 a day. It's not bad. We are a starting prison. I don't have, I honestly probably should have more guards than I do. Alright, there's clone. Although, right now our danger is low, which that is okay. Clone. So now with clone, I'm just gonna grab this section. Place it there. Place it there. Place there. Place there. Place there. Place there. Place there. Place there. So that's moving everything in the room, including the light, which is very useful because a lot of these rooms don't even have lights. And we're going to flip it and invert it. It just makes this a lot easier, that way I'm not physically pushing this button, or inputting all this stuff one at a time. I gotta destroy this wall real quick. They also should start moving all the prisoners up and into the cells once they finish the walls. And once they finish putting everything in, obviously. They'll start one by one moving all the prisoners out of the holding cells up in there. They really... like, all the prisoners are, like, dying. Sleeping. Good. Now that they finish fixing that wall, I'm going to put back the wall. There it goes. Alright, so that's now our first cell block. I'm going to quickly go to power supply, because that is no longer in power. Pretty much just going to do this big line up like that. Nope. I'm going to do something else, because I don't like that. Just saving money. All I need to do is go to the outsides, the way it lights up their rooms. And then I also need, now that they have toilets in their rooms. Wire, or connect all the toilets together. Nope, not there. Nope, not there. And connect like so. So, I've been speeding up time for a very long time. I think it's time to check in with the prison real quick. Just to make sure no one is dead. I mean, I can see that no one's dead, but like, I've been speeding up so much, I've been missing. We lost, fuck, they lost power. Okay, I have money, so I'm gonna spend some on capacitors.